and welcome back to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 12, Week 7, the Make Good Week. We still got the Doctor of Dota, Randy.
Yeah, I'm here.
And we still got Dr. Pepper, Mr. Mihoy Manoy, Doodle Bob himself.
Hey, no, I'm still here, guys.
Yep. Looking at Game 2. Last game, LDR did not respect the clock, and time ran out. This game, let's see if things change. I mean, we had a matchup, we had a lineup change. It's, they switched jerseys. Lanaya Del Rey playing for the Forces of Good now. Sparta playing in a side that's, I think, a lot more thematically appropriate for both their hero pool and the aesthetics of their team, I think.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Sparta, again, looking at that not a 12-year-old boy disruptor.
5 seconds remaining.
LDR getting rid of OD, one of their own mainstays. It's definitely a dangerous play. Sparta does not want any part of the GLM Enigma. I don't blame them. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. Oh god, Magi!
Getting an ogre.
Yep, that's your favorite hero.
Yeah, every game, baby. 100% PB. There was like a week or two where it stopped being the case and he just came back.
Oh, fudge.
Alright.
Fat man cometh, and he cometh to town. There are a couple of heroes that I really, really like against Pudge, but I feel like the decision to draft them should probably be made depending on what position you think Pudge is going to be. Certainly looks to me like this could be a support Pudge, but... Got a snap up on Sparta. Last game, we did not see the world's best snap performance on S-Culture. See if he can turn it around a little bit this time. I mean, he kind of came around to it towards the end.
Really? I mean, you kind of owned.
Well, I mean, he died like a million times in the lane phase. Let's just call a spade a spade. Got picked apart pretty badly early on, but by the end of the game, he had managed to turn it around. See if he can carry the momentum on, or if history might be repeating itself here.
Radiant team back.
Hoodwink, the
Hoodwink.
Slizzy Classic.
Yep.
That's gonna be their 4.
Dire team back.
I mean, hey, you know, Esper might have gone crazy, and this could be Hoodwink 1.
I don't think Esper plays Hoodwink.
I don't think anybody should play Hoodwink, but here we are.
Got him.
Yeah.
Centaur Warrunner. No
Yeah,
Centaur.
10 seconds remaining.
Esper likes to hit creeps, that's it.
That's true. Yeah, Esper likes to hit creeps, and Hoodwink is like basically a jungle creep, basically, so...
Yeah.
Radiant team back.
I'm kind of surprised that in these games, Esper doesn't start just automatically, just mindlessly, just trying to eat poor Slizzy when he's playing Hoodwink. Looks like he's worth so much gold.
LDR has a Tinker player?
Does LDR have a Tinker player? I
10
don't
seconds
really
remaining.
think so. I think that might be more just trying to strategically ban for their
5
laning
seconds
rather
remaining.
than banning the pool.
I think
Right.
I'm the only one who plays Tinker in this league.
Kid Dynamite also. Kid Dynamite actually
Oh,
has a
yeah.
specific Tinker coach too.
Dire
Yeah,
team
never
back.
mind. I played with KD first week.
Yeah, Kid Dynamite plays Tinker. Gotham plays Pause 4 Tinker, and it makes us cry.
That's true, he does.
Lanaya Del Rey believes that they are currently going up against either the Backdoor Boys or potentially Tupac and have banned out the PL. This is Sparta, just getting rid of Medusa again. Just does not want to see Medusa this series. Maybe Medusa is Esper's waifu, and this is sort of a moral thing.
Maybe.
5 seconds remaining.
Medusa. Could be a strategic ban as well. So I feel like it's more just Medusa is very antithetical to how Sparta likes to play.
Dire team back.
No Monkey King.
Yeah.
DK is still on the pool for Sparta.
Oh yeah, I hope they do the Pod 3 CK thing again. That'd be great.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
No Ursa. That's a Beatus classic right there.
Oh yeah,
No.
it is.
Pause 3 Underlord. You know, famously, Big Boy LaCroix was actually playing as Underlord the day he tipped Tybor entirely out of the league.
No, it didn't happen.
No. He was playing
Fake.
Underlord. No, he
Fake
was playing
news.
Underlord when he tipped Tybor out of the league. So,
10 seconds remaining.
you know, as a result, that he's got some dangerous mental game
5
powers going on
seconds
here.
remaining.
Yeah, for sure.
Underlord's almost a soft ban, actually, for quite a lot of heroes in the pool. I mean, there's just a lot of guys you super don't want to be against Underlord. You definitely don't want to be like most of the Illusion heroes, for example. Like, you don't want to be like running Naga against him, for example. That just sucks. You don't want to be running like Spectre, for example. That sucks. I mean, I doubt LDR is running the Spectre anyway. It is the lowest win rate hero in the game.
It's not really within Esper's pool.
I mean, it does seem like
Far
an
as I can
Esper
tell.
type hero. It just doesn't seem like an Esper type
Maybe old
pick.
Spectre, not like new Spectre though.
Guess not.
Jug looks alright for them, but
Radiant
they have
team
Pudge.
pick.
So. Oh,
Timbersaw, huh?
Timber. Alright.
You know, I can
Don't
definitely
see that
see
every
it.
day.
He's definitely going to need some Mora behind him. I mean, he's going to have to watch out as well for the Underlord here. You know, nothing in the world worse than Timber chaining through a pit.
10 seconds
But
remaining.
you can definitely see it. You definitely got 3 people here who are going to be
5
very
seconds
predictable in how they
remaining.
move around a fight. Pudge is going to be dismembering most team fights, and Underlord is going to be pretty obvious spot. Snapfire is going to be in place most team fights, and Death Prophet is
GP.
here. Now that's very interesting. It's going to be basically ignoring Underlord's passive here.
it's gonna be combo for Hoodwink, Acorn Shot, and then Timber Chain, right?
10
Yep,
seconds
good
remaining.
combo for Hoodwink, Acorn
Yeah,
Shot,
for
Timber
sure.
Chain. Also a good combo there
seconds
with
remaining.
having the stupid Acorn bouncing around and Death Prophet herself sitting there with ghosts. The one downside is, so far, they've, once again, they really have nothing to say as far as fizz damage goes. They're going to be putting
Yeah.
all their right click on that Esper hero.
And then that Bloodlust, like you don't know who.
Yeah.
It's only gonna be on Esper always.
Yep. That's really
Yeah, I
probably
mean,
the biggest
bloodlusting
thing.
these other three is pretty useless.
It's really probably... I mean, Bloodlusting Death Prophet isn't too bad because you get some move speed from it. That's always
That's true.
very, very important for DP. And Hoodwink on the escape. But for the most part, it's going to be the Esper Classic once again.
They should pick Necrophos mid. Let's go.
Yeah, bring up the Necro mid. That'll be a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
It's good against Timber and DP.
Well, it's good against Temper unless he builds a hood, in which case it's not good against Temper anymore, all of a sudden. Piper's Shroud actually really makes Necro sad as Timber because puts you in a really bad spot with the Scythe. Like, not only is he going to be blocking a very huge chunk of the damage, he's also going to be regening a lot through because of his E.
You just want to kill them fast because if they have like get half and doesn't die, they're just gonna snowball you.
Weaver!
Weaver,
Now
actually,
that's
that's
Core
interesting.
Weaver.
I like that pick honestly.
Is that a
Good.
core Weaver or is that a 2 Pudge?
It's a Core Weaver.
It looks like a core.
Could be. I like Core Weaver more than I like the Core Pudge in this scenario, but I know
10
people are
seconds
super allergic to
remaining.
running that right now. The
5
Core Weaver is definitely going to be
seconds
good.
remaining.
It's going to give you a pretty decent way to deal with the Timber Saw. He ain't bad with the diff. I know some people ain't a big fan of the Weaver diff. I like the Weaver diff. It ain't bad against the Death Prophet either, if he builds that. Or if he goes like Leap. It's also not bad. MBD.
So Sparta needs mid and then LDR needs a carry.
Presumably, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be doing the funny. They could be doing something funny on LDR, like Puzzle and Death Prophet. I don't think they're going to be doing that, but they could be.
Dire team back.
You can't completely discount the possibility. No
Esper
puck.
likes to hit grips.
Hey, Death Prophet's not bad at hitting creeps. Just
It's bad.
does it with bats instead of right click. Plus, Esper, another one of those waifu hero players, sometimes. It's like a 50-50 with Esper. It's like waifus and weird monsters, and that's like it.
5 seconds remaining.
I think Drow Ranger is the LDR picker.
Could be. Could definitely be. Drow would definitely be good here.
I definitely think they're thinking about a TA pick for
Team
them.
ban.
Oh,
Nope.
they banned
They
it. Never
they
mind.
definitely are not thinking about a TA pick, actually. That's actually a very interesting ban. I think I'm going to let that one through. They have so much good response to a TA here.
Yeah, especially if
lot
they
of
do
ways.
pick Drow.
You know, I said to Kid Dynamite a few times during this
10
tournament,
seconds remaining.
you know, when you're banning, it's not about who you're getting rid of, it's about who you choose to let through, and that's definitely a... Even if I didn't want to play against TA, this is a bad enough situation for her, you should have just let her through anyway, sort of moment for her.
That's what LGD thought.
That's true. But then, TA is a hell of a lot more counterable than Magnus was during that patch.
That's true. It's definitely true.
You know, this mentality works when the hero is counterable. It doesn't when the hero is not counterable. Or you just simply choose to not counter. You know, that's equally bad.
I think the idea was they thought they had a lineup they could win before Magnus Shard came out, but that's life.
Radiant team pick.
That's life.
Luna getting eliminated. Combination Pain must be pissed. Will Luna be great here? I don't know so much. I feel like they have a good response to Luna.
Nice.
And yep, they don't have a great response to this, certainly. They're going to have to draft one here, or else Drell is going to kind of walk all over them, I think. Certainly not an uncounterable hero by any stretch.
So what would you pick here, Manoy? Because we're assuming Sparta mid less. What do you want to see?
If you get the call, what do you do?
5 seconds remaining.
Let's see.
Don't say Necro, don't say Necro, don't say Necro.
No, not Necro anymore against Drow.
How about Sniper?
I guess Sniper.
Probably I will. Sniper mid too. Or SF.
Yeah, the SF mid here would have been decent, though. You would have been very vulnerable to getting... You know, one of the nasty things about SF against the Drow Ranger is that sometimes you're vulnerable to the idea of, like, you're wandering around a fight out of vision, you just randomly take a silence just because the hitbox is so big.
I'm not even worried about the Drow. We have for my lineup. If I have a Weaver to deal with Drow, so
Right. Well, even if she's not looking at you is what I mean. Like, even if she's not looking at you, you could accidentally get silenced, or by the DP as well. Got a lot of stuff flying around the fight, actually, so it's a danger
Like a
zone.
meta.
yeah. But yeah, I think Sniper pick is good here too. They don't have jump, only Timber. But
Right.
once he jump, he's dead. They have Pudge, Underlord. So
Yeah, this is a very smart lineup. You know, Sparta's other picks kind of cover the weaknesses of, you know, they cover each other's weaknesses is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
yes, Sparta picks like they always have a good high ground defense, like every game.
Also
Yeah, for
true.
sure.
I think there is definitely going to be a weakness here to the Drow Ranger. Like, basically, this is going to be, I feel like, almost a very binary game for This Is Sparta. Like, fights where they hook Drow with the Pudge. Fights where Pudge gets to hook Drow, they win. Fights where Pudge doesn't get to hook Drow, they lose. I feel like it's basically how this is going to go. It's going to be a lot riding on Mr. Carp.
Prepare for battle.
Flip me!
Drow needs Blink here, so. But I don't think she's gonna go Blink.
Yeah, it's not a very Esper thing to do.
I could do this.
Quick, everybody use all your voice command lines.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's good. Congrats, Weave.
Hello, friend.
And I think this Drow is gonna build Manta style, but she doesn't have to, right? In this game.
Mason Weaver guide.
This is a one weaver.
Wait, this isn't Goggle. Yeah, I know where else he's gonna go with this lineup.
Another trial.
Effie laughed.
Also Sanjiro, so.
True.
Oh, don't smell nothing.
Good news, guys. Pudge doesn't smell nothing. If you were
Snapfire. Look at
waiting for-
Snapfire, dude. He's going Witchblade.
Oh, is Snapfire?
Witchblade Snapfire. That's really weird. Okay.
You know what? You know what? If
think
she
I like
can
it,
get it,
but-
I dig it.
The battle begins.
Oh
not something you
no!
see every
Oh,
day.
Malodek!
That's bad.
Oh baby,
He's
this
looking
ain't
dead.
good for him.
He's dead.
He's dead. Yeah.
Yep, first blood. First blood for Weaver. A very
That's-
good start for Sparta.
Yeah.
If you're game 2, you're down 1. That's not what you want to see starting off here.
Okay.
Especially mid.
Right. Right,
Yeah.
right.
Basically, just kind of wins mid for sniper by default there, almost. It's not as disastrous as it could have been. I think dying as a mid is way worse. Like 2 minutes into the game rather than instantly. You just be right back. You don't lose that much EXP.
Manoy, you're a mid expert here. What do you think of that take?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Randy was saying it's probably better to die now than like 2 minutes in because you don't lose nearly as much XP or anything.
Yeah, I think it's fine. That's true because if you die early, like you spread the XP too, right? So.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
if you-
true.
if-
You're also spreading around the XP. You didn't even say that. Aren't you glad we have a mid expert on, Randy?
Oh, there we go.
Because if
Probably-
mid sold you, yeah, it's gonna be huge for them.
Probably the mid expert of the league.
For the record, I did hit the
Nice. Gonna be an interesting lane. Going to be an interesting lane thematically as well, with the Timber and the Hoodwink here.
Yeah. Tree boys.
Yeah.
Honestly, they can leave the Weaver here and then just try lane bottom. There's no way they can kill this Weaver.
Yeah, I think it's definitely possible. Timber
Roger's definitely
Hoodwink
gonna have
doesn't
freedom to-
pressure that much.
Yeah, gonna have freedom to roam in any case. Though I think it is easy to undersell Timber's damage. He is kind of in a bad state right now. I wouldn't say unkillable will be the word of the day for Weaver. Difficult, but certainly not unkillable.
Yeah.
And Jackie Chen fills the water with the Super Mario Sunshine paint again.
Or Sleaze should go somewhere else. Like solo Timber is like god gamer, so he only is like level 5 and then he's not gonna die.
The downside is, I don't know if not going to die is the key to the offlane here. I think.
Yeah, he needs to shut Weaver down more
Yeah.
than he needs to not die, I think.
Yeah.
He is doing.
I-
He's filling a good report of it so far, being very aggressive with that Q.
I think all lane are passive. Yeah, I think so. There's no kill threat potential on every lane.
Oh, Pudge gets a pretty good hook here.
So for maybe like the basic
yeah.
kill potential you get from a Pudge.
Yeah.
But Sliz just a little faster than Amir. Just
Yep.
gets out in the nick of it. Sad for Pudge, he actually bought a windlace too. Oh, kinda
Oh,
like
that was
Matt
close.
smells it.
That would be good. Oh.
All of LDR actually very low right now. You know, the DP, the Hoodwink who's having to take the walk of shame. Timber was actually pushing his luck a little bit here. Beatus kind of figures out, hey, I could just go beat him up right now. What's he gonna do? It was definitely one of the better Shikuchi. Definitely one of the better anti-Timber Saw spells in the game as well. Just a decent source of damage that's not going to proc his reactive armor or care about it at all. I actually have a pretty good anti-Timber Saw lineup here. They choose to use it, but Hoodwink is going to be in trouble no matter what.
Radiant courier.
Ah,
has been
rip
killed.
Matt's courier.
Yeah,
No,
that's
rip
more
Pudge!
important.
Oh, he's dead.
That's more important than Pudge life, I guess.
It's more fun than sport.
I don't know if Weaver is going to
Jackie
be.
Chen denies the water.
I don't know if Weaver is going to be able to stay that long against this. It's going to beat up Matt a little bit, but I don't think he can just tank Hoodwink right now. Certainly can if Hoodwink's kind of out of position to do anything about it, though. So this is definitely gonna have to play outside of his comfort zone for this lane. Like, as Randy stated, I definitely, as an offlaner, I definitely concur. This is going to be a lot more about getting rid of Weaver than doing anything for yourself
Yeah.
here.
That's a sauce build on Sleazy. What you call that? Blightstone and the
Scorpion.
Vini. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You got
Fudge ran bot.
got everyone. Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Fudge
wipe
ran
out the safe
bot.
lane.
Baby, that's it for them. That is, well, the kill on the mid early on wasn't great, and that was even worse. Pudge certainly saying he doesn't care about getting killed early doing that. Now he's
Yeah, as
gonna
mentioned,
dead.
Weaver can handle solo.
That's a good rotation on Pudge. Like,
He's coming for Validec too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is also good. That's something I was thinking earlier. You're talking about a try bot. I was thinking more almost like you could just almost, yeah.
oh,
do this.
nice.
What a
Just,
play, that was slick.
Yeah, using the assassinate to keep the vision up. Very good.
Yeah.
The you could definitely have Pudge just bullying Balladek and mid here as well. Just rotating, going wherever the hell he wants.
Radiant's
You can even
middle
kill
tower is under attack.
Hoodwink at least. He's not
Radiant's
going to do
structures
that
are
great against
fortified.
Timber, but still better than most because again, he doesn't care about reactive. It's basically one man on the Dire. Well, I guess two, kind of, because even with the Q, reactive kind of sucks to deal with. There's really one man on Dire who cares about reactive. That's that sniper. We're gonna get a kill back here at bot. I missed him getting kicked out of the desk again. Kate does this to me every goddamn week. They're gonna get a turnaround kill here against the Snapfire, which is good. It's definitely good. Not as good as just not dying to begin with, but better than dying and seeing nothing for in the long term.
Do you play Drow?
I played Drow Ranger, yeah.
I have a different build on Drow. Like, I only do like a level 1 frost arrow and then
Oh,
level
no, the
1.
creep
How's he not
wave!
dead there? Wow.
Oh, the
Alright.
creep wave at the
Yeah.
worst possible second. That would have it had actually been better for Drow to just right click that than to actually multi-shot there. It's very oh, that's horrific. That's awful. That's like the worst imaginable thing. The big away is going to come back fairly low still.
Yeah.
For
I
the
go
kill on Ogre maybe?
I go stats on Drow. I think it's better.
Yeah.
You know the what you call that? The build before, when Dota came out.
Yeah. But then do you play a lot of one? That's the real question.
Yeah, Drow. I play a lot of Drow.
Oh my god, I looked away for 1 second because I thought
He missed every kill
Yeah.
that was involved Esper in this game.
I was assuming, oh well,
She
Big
was
Boy's
looking
not gonna
forward
die
to this
here.
game, man.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Big Boy's not gonna die here for sure. He's like completely safe. And I look away for 1 second, and he just walks in and dies. Come on, Big Boy, don't do this to me, bro. Like one of the best threes in the league. Come on, man. You can't be dying off camera like that. You gotta die on camera at least. You're actually pretty low here.
Denied.
Gonna miss every kill involving Esper, perhaps not every death. Yeah.
Sure.
Esper. Is
No
she
cookie
dead?
though.
Doesn't die. She has
No
a
We have
cookie.
one.
stick.
One. There we go.
There's nothing around a cookie. That was very sad. Creep waves was held back by this. This one creep is like the MVP. If that one melee creep was dead, Drow was too. Snapfire once again, just gonna get half of her goddamn health bar shaved off.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think Drow's actually got some stat levels here. Yeah, it has 2
Radiant's
levels of
bottom
stats
tower
here.
has
Yep.
fallen.
So she was listening to you, to a degree. Have a gank top. DP showed up here, but man, so did Sniper, and he was worth a hell of a lot more, it seems.
Yeah.
What? Okay,
What?
that didn't cancel Assassinate. I really thought it did for a second. Just waste the CD.
There you
And,
go.
Dead, right?
2 attempts later, Sniper finally assassinates somebody. 3 for 1 trade, including Death Prophet going down. Definitely a win for Sparta there. Though, is it an ironic echo of the last game where, you know, during that downtime, Drow Ranger just free farming?
Yep.
This is buyback status. That's not what I wanted to see. Look at the net worth charts. It's looking good for Sparta so far. They've got a fairly commanding lead. All their cores beating all their equivalents. In fact, all their cores being all the enemy cores as a unit.
Yep.
That
But,
mid though.
At least a 600 to 700 damage. Oh, well, goodbye, S-Culture. Getting dove pretty hard here, actually.
Yeah,
You're
you
pretty
just.
brave.
Oh,
Yep,
he's
that's
gonna
definitely
get
the
him.
play. Uh-oh, but that's
Oh,
not too
he's
good.
dead.
Nice.
The hoodwink's done. Ends his life post-mortem.
Yep.
That prophet having
Oh
a
my
hard time.
god!
He missed it. Every
Every
single
kill.
one except for yeah.
Regular Croy just TPing the hell out. Dude, poor Esper, dude.
Yeah, this is sad.
We're just Esper proof on this cast. We just can't. She's just invisible to us.
Dude, the prophet, it's more sad than Esper if you look
Yeah,
at
definitely.
the net worth.
Yeah, the Prophet is bankrupt over here.
Got smashed in the mid lane. Yeah.
Not doing appreciably better than the supports, which is always what we say on this cast when you're having a really bad day. Gotta get a go here.
Dire's top tower is
Oh,
under
Sleazy's
attack.
dead.
Goodbye, Hoodwink. Probably
Yep.
shouldn't have stopped to kill the bug. Thing with Weaver is if you want an insider's perspective, here's how you cure Weaver. The cure for the Weaver, it's towers, baby. Weaver around, go for the tower. He cannot do anything about those things.
Okay.
They
Gets
don't
out of
have
there very
silence.
quickly.
Timbrus getting beat up on his own down here. Pudge actually whiffs a hook really badly, and down they go as a result.
Alright.
That's great.
not-
And even with all that, though, Sparta, or not Sparta, LDR just dropped a hell of a lot for Pudge alone, basically.
Yep.
It's the first time using the Exo 2.
Yep. No, she actually used it when she ganked top, and in both
Oh.
cases. So two exorcisms, 2 kills on Pudge, and that's the result.
And she's going Blade Mail, first item.
Oh,
on
yeah.
DP.
Hey, I mean, he's a 3 by nature.
Sniper.
What can I say? They do actually have a
Just the
lot
sniper,
of.
yeah.
They do actually have a lot of uncontrollable damage on that lineup. They have the sniper. They have
I don't
the.
think Sniper's uncontrollable necessarily, aside from
Oh, yeah, that's
Shrapnel.
Shrapnel.
You
I mean,
buy
he's
it,
also got. He's
so it
also
doesn't
got.
auto-attack
He's
you to
also got
death.
Maelstrom.
Yep.
So he has uncontrollable, and you dissuade him. Weaver's got some uncontrollable, and you dissuade him. Definitely more important for him, and he also has Maelstrom there. The Pit Lord has uncontrollable. Pudge is going to have some good dissuade.
I think it's okay, but it's unfortunate that he has to buy it on the mid.
I don't know if I would buy it on the mid here, to be honest with you. I think maybe the solution here would be more survivability rather than focusing on that.
I think because he's way behind, that's why he's building it.
Yeah. Even from a way behind perspective, I'm not crazy about it. Ogre Magi just about to, yep, just get completely
sure.
routed out there. They did get Pit Lord for that, which is good. You know, it's not like they're getting nothing during these fights at the very least, but it would definitely be good for LDR to go through a fight and not lose anybody, is all I'm going to say.
Yep.
Definitely be good. I really thought Sliz was just going to ult for literally no reason there. Like, he's just going to start ulting towards where he thought Pudge was, even though he was at full health. Let's see what Sniper's got for himself. That's not that great. Could be a lot worse, though. Certainly,
it is
certainly
13
better than what,
minutes.
yeah, certainly better than what DP has at 14 minutes. Feels like he won mid a little
Dire's
harder than
middle
that.
tower is under attack.
It's still not that bad. It's still definitely better than the equivalent. Pit Lord getting pretty close to Grease here. Getting close to Grease, looking at a pipe next. It's not a bad idea. There are a couple of people on that lineup that are going to get shredded by a pipe.
Does he have grips already? No.
Nice, he's close to it. He's not actually going to finish it out. I don't know. I think I would actually finish out the Grease here.
I would too, but
The
looks like it's
the desperation passive part of the Graves here would definitely come in a lot of handy. Like the armor boost when you're almost dead would be super good against this lineup. Regen boost. Something I think people don't think about a lot with Greaves is a little desperation buff when somebody in the aura is close to dead. It's really good. Really, really good. Almost makes it a worthwhile upgrade on its own. Before anything else comes in. It will let them completely write off the Timber. It will let them heavily write off the Ogre. Though, I don't know, in this game, when I go for Pipe, especially this early, maybe not actually. Timbersaw just doesn't scare me that much right now. He's just kind of statistically kind of bad, and I feel like the right clicker's going to be a lot nastier here. Very good hook here on Death Prophet, as
Yeah.
he just completely eats it in second slot. And then she gets accused of sounding like a chicken. If I was Balladek, I'd be pissed.
I am too. With that 5k gold.
Yeah, that's also true. I can tell you this much. DP needs more than 5k gold to do anything, I'm afraid.
So even though he has even though she has a blade mill on that one, if she got hooked, she's dead.
Right.
Like it's useless.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. Like, even as a behind item, I'm not crazy about it. I tell you this much: if I'm a 3. If I'm DP in this situation, I'm this far behind. Honestly, I think I would consider. It's gonna sound weird, but I think I might consider like a Hurricane Pike just to get myself the hell out if I see a hook coming. In a way that's not just gonna kill me, because if you just Yules for a hook, then you're just gonna die to the Sniper or the Weaver. At this point, like a Force might not be a bad idea. Very supporty, and it's not like you're getting much out of the Pike action, but you just kind of need something.
I'll just go BKB honestly, and then.
I don't think she's going to ever have the money for a BKB, unfortunately.
Oh my. Like every time, yeah. They should 5-man every time the EXO is up.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna get I like the blade mail there, the completely pointless blade mail. I don't know what she was expecting there.
She blade mail on TP.
Yeah. That was a little interesting. But yeah. Yeah, the problem with BKB is I just don't ever see DP getting BKB at this point. Like, she is what's going to be like 40 minutes from now. She needs to get something that's going to keep her alive long enough to think about getting a 1.8k gold item. You know?
Yeah.
Thanks.
And that's hard at this point. Like, what do you do? What the hell do you do? I think DP is just it's a little easy to write off in a scenario like this. I think they've done a good job of it. If I'm going balls to the wall, Shivas. There we go. It's not going to be easy to pick up the components of it, but like, Shivas would definitely help keep Sniper from just being able to kill you in like a second flat, as long as you were within like a zip code of him.
That Prophet is griefing. She's building Witchblade.
Yeah, the Witchblade is going to do nothing for her here, I'm afraid.
And she already have the what you call that? The recipe? Yep. Not the recipe.
She already has the Blitz Knuckles and the Mantle.
Yeah, the Blitz Knuckle. Oh my god. Is he trying to like right-click Sniper?
Maybe.
Oh. You know, I'm just theory crafting here. I guess the Solar actually wouldn't be a bad idea to build if you were this far behind either.
Take that.
It gives you a way to actually kill somebody with Exo, because Exo acknowledges armor properly, works with it properly.
It's just the Witchblade. I don't know what is he thinking about the Witchblade.
Yeah. See,
Like,
it's a lot more interesting to think about what he could be building here than what he actually is building, unfortunately. Guy like Matt just cleans up poor Snapfire.
Yeah.
Holy crap, they recorded a new line for Timbersaw for Snapfire. It's crazy. It's like when I found out they recorded new Zeus lines for Mars.
Oh, another Exo? For
yeah,
what?
This, did they just get... I think she just turned around because she thought this was the real Sniper. That's really sad.
Oh, Slizz.
Meanwhile, Slizzy is going to die.
In the middle of
Jesus. This is like...
They do not have map control.
This is the second worst week for poor Slizzy.
Radiant's
this
bottom tower
series, this
under
is
attack.
like going nightmarishly
Radiant
bad for him.
structures are fortified.
Fat Mike. And the worst part is, Slizzy usually is good about like the strategic self-sacrifice, but this game it's like the in vain self-sacrifice. Like he just gets himself put away for nothing.
Thought he had more map control than he did there.
Right. Esper in a bit of an interesting position in the back here. And Ian the Death Prophet get the Prudge. They actually split Sparta up
taking-
really well here.
Yeah,
But
they
she's
did.
dead, baby. So is everybody else. Maybe not Weaver though.
I'm not sure I like the pause one for everyone trade that much, but I guess it's worth it because they got sniper. It's worth it, but it's like
It would be
Costly.
unquestionably worth it if they were able to get Weaver. They just can't. They just have no
Yeah.
ability to do that right now, especially not with him having the bullwhip. They've only got no recourse. You're gonna have to think it's something to deal with the Weaver here and soon. Somebody's gonna need to like pick up Atos or something.
it's a Pyrrhic victory, as I would say.
It's gonna be really hard. Who's gonna pick the Atos for them? Ogre?
Dire's bottom
Yeah, that's
tower is
true.
under attack.
It's a really messed up situation because nobody's in a comfortable spot to build it, and yet it feels like they super
Yeah.
need one. The
I mean,
Sparta has put them in such an uncomfortable position. Like no matter what happens, they're going to have to build like sub-optimally, basically.
Oh, Sliz.
And
They're
yep,
trying to put. I mean, Ogre could build it, but he didn't win Midas, so
Yeah.
it's gonna take a while.
yep, DP could theoretically build it, but she's still so far behind that it's basically just kind of consigning her to the almost de facto position that they're in right now, where Godlike Matt's really the pause 2. I mean, he didn't admit, but he's really the pause 2 at this point, basically. Nothing else. Once again, Drow Ranger has been freeforming quite a while. She did die there. That's her first death in a very long time, and she's just been
Shadow
performing
Blade.
since.
Keep you safe.
Shadow Blade. Looking for Silver Edge here.
Yeah.
Silver Edge is going to be very good here. There are a couple of passives on Sparta that are really good to just break here.
Probably
Getting-
just to knock out the Underlord,
Yep.
I would guess.
Getting rid of the Underlord is going to be huge in fights. I've said before and I'll say it again, this Atrophy Aura, people really super sleep on it, but god damn does it do a lot. It's been doing so much for Sparta this season. And you can also get rid of two of the sniper abilities and make him basically just a walking shrapnel, more or less, which is not ideal for him.
It's going BKB, so.
Well, BKB doesn't actually interact with Shadow Edge, or with Silver Edge. Does not block it in any capacity. I think it might if he's Shadow Blade, or if he's BKB.
If you BKB's first and he doesn't get broken, but
Oh.
you can't purge it with BKB.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Halberd rule.
It's the
Like
same as
Albert.
like a global silence.
I always call it the Halberd rule.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a Snapple coming in, but Timbersaw says hell no to that, brother.
Hell yeah, that's a good play. Finally, they 5-man and push.
And well, they 4-man.
Gunfighting stuff without a gun.
Slizzy was somewhere else during that time and found out that gunfighting's tough without a gun.
They should went straight to Roche. Never mind, they went mid. Cause
Oh, good dodge there.
Yep. Said six.
Godlike Matt kind of sitting there saying, "Hey, wait a minute, why am I running away from this asshole anyway?"
first dead.
But Esper dying
Oh,
that
boy.
casually ain't a good sign. That was like the pause 3 nightmare for Godlike Matt. Like, he goes in, he does this great initiate, he's in such a good spot, they have to pay attention to him, but they just don't. They just completely ignore him, just kill his team around him and then him. That's like the pause 3 nightmare. That's where Timbersaw's at right now, unfortunately. That's such a common thing for him right now. His numbers are kind of poopy.
Weaver's gonna get the BKB. There's no way he's gonna die.
Yeah,
I mean,
BKB up
difficult.
soon.
It's legitimately coming on courier right now.
Yeah.
And that prophet is online. He has his Witchblade.
Hell yeah.
About time to. Oi! Oh, well, they got a tower here. Sparta did get a tower. But man, are they going
Oh,
to
God.
be punished for it? The Snapfire immediately dying. Good lord,
Oh,
not long in
nice.
this world. Yep, down he goes too.
Alright.
Definitely, the rest of
Good
Sparta,
for Esper.
not particularly, particularly looking to stay around for this. They're getting really heavily chased. Unfortunately, as we say so often on this show, if you chase 2 rabbits, you'll lose them both. But they did get
Oh.
Sniper. That is big. Maybe if you chase 2 rabbits, you'll actually get them both. Who knows?
Yeah.
No vision for Weaver, though. No vision for Weaver. He's going to kill Esper. Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
baby. Oh, that sucks so much.
They can't get
He's
him.
gonna
He's
kill
just dancing
Ogre!
around. He's just
Yeah.
dancing around them.
Oh, God. This is
They were just-
horrific.
They were just styled on, I believe, is what they would say in the
Yeah.
business.
It's
Timber's
magical.
still trying, but Timber's damage is so low at this point. Like, what can he do? Pig Boiler
It's gonna be
Court
even
comes
lower
in.
now.
Pig Boiler Court comes in with the
Oh no.
Greaves.
Oh, Weaver Shard is gonna be huge here.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's a super bad sign. That started off so bad for Sparta and just turned so not worthwhile just because Weaver was allowed to walk all the hell over them. Again, they definitely need some better vision. Like, their vision game so far is really bad. They need everybody to have dust at this point, basically. Like, Timber really just should put away, like, his plate mail or something and carry it. Like, everybody needs dust. There need to be more sentries in this, and there definitely needs to be some consideration given into, like, unfortunately, just the sad thing is, it's probably gonna have to be Timber at this point. Somebody
Yep.
needs Rod. Simple.
Yeah, I think Timbersaw should win Rod. I mean,
I can
Lotus
tell you
Orb-
this much: I don't see the Lotus Orb paying off too much.
Yeah.
For this game. I mean,
That's what I'm thinking, like-
you reflect the assassinate and you get rid of like what the Weaver bug. I don't think that comes off.
No, it doesn't come off. I think that's it.
Yeah, like you reflect one skill
Neither
and
drow.
that is it. Maybe you could Lotus like I don't know.
Or just like cookie stones or whatever.
Yeah, but that's like
Yeah.
that's such small change. That is such like a very, very like. No, it's a very niche market there. Shoutouts to friend of the show Kevin Harrington.
Yeah, he's our friend.
Yeah, yeah. I hope nobody gets that, for our sake. Up, baby in background. Ladies and gentlemen, Manoy Jr. has has spoken.
Yeah, she's here.
Radiant's top tower.
She's watching with me.
Radiant's top tower has
Sniper just completely
fallen.
eats the
Dire's
tower
bottom
here,
tower has fallen.
shreds it. Then again, they do lose a tower in kind just as
Radiant's top
quickly.
tower is under
Both off-lane towers go down at the same time, kind of funny. Snapfire looking at an Aeon disc. It's a little interesting. I don't know if I
Oh.
would really describe LDR as having like being a particularly bursty team, but she thinks she needs it. Certainly not a bad idea, I guess.
Just for the
I like the
Power
snap.
Ranger.
Yeah, I like the Snapfire build with the Solar Crest with Underlord. That's gonna be good.
Yeah. Yep, Solar Crest I think is I think it's an item people kind of sleep on. I think one of the biggest things, you know, if we want to talk about theory here, because you know, Ocelot's on the cast, we're just gonna talk theory for a minute here. I think Solar Crest gets too much of a rap as like a 4 item. Like I think you could definitely pick it up on anybody you want, as long as you're willing to accept the as long as you're willing to accept the consequence of you're definitely going to be selling this at some point for something else.
they found Timber.
Yep, he definitely did not want to be the guy getting spotted out here.
Yeah.
Just eats a whole Snapfire ult and dies basically. You know,
He used his Lotus Orb and did nothing.
yeah. He actually didn't even use the hood actor there, which is a little interesting. It's sort of the difference between, you can see it there, okay, that was an interesting dust. Sort of the interesting difference there, I think, between a pipe and a hood. You know, with pipe, he at least lives long enough where he can think about getting out of there. With hood, he really doesn't, I don't think.
Right.
Radiant's bottom tower.
You always
This
gotta be
guy?
talking
Oh, yeah.
boxery stuff.
Oh yeah, anyone's
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
cure for Sniper.
Yeah,
The
I
blade
mean,
mail.
they're having a hard time on sniper, but they still also have the Weaver. So.
Yeah, it's really tough. Like Sparta has put them in a box so hard here. It really sucks to be LDR right now. LDR probably at this point kind of just wishing the season ended with that first match against MF2.
It's definitely a super strong three-headed dragon that Sparta has right now.
Right. Gonna eat the Roche here. This is Roche 1. Yep. First Roche. Slizzy. Oh, baby. This is big, actually.
This is
But they
big.
aren't able to stop the Aegis. Sniper gets it anyway. Pudgy going down very quickly, though.
Esper's dead
But
through BKB.
So is Esper. And Esper did not even actually knock the Aegis out. Timber saw in desperation, actually, looking for
Weaver's dead.
looking for the tree from the, yeah, that's actually really big. Sniper looking for the tree from the,
Oh my god.
Timber looking for the tree from the, it's from Slizzy, but just doesn't find it. Kinda like Matt, the only survivor.
Did Esper try to snatch the Aegis?
I believe so, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
it was-
that's why she's
Well,
inside the
sort
pit.
Esper just kind of, Esper just wanted to just go engage on Sniper there, just 1v1'd him. And,
Yeah.
Didn't work. Did not work.
That's rough. That's rough.
Yep. It's really not a great situation when you get, like... And that was a perfect go for Esper on Sniper, too. Like, she was literally just right up in his face. Nobody was around for him. Nobody was thinking about the pit. Nobody was thinking about Sniper at all.
Was she
And-
close enough that her ult wasn't? I don't think she was.
No, she
But-
wasn't. She was like... It was like the
Yeah.
opposite of the pits, like there, basically, is where that was at, so... It's like a very, very strong position for Drow to be standing in, and yet it still just kind of fell apart for her. This is looking really almost grim. Like
Dire's middle tower is
it
under
takes them everybody to kill one of the two like MVPs on Sparta right now, right? You know, Pudge
Yeah, I
is doing very
think-
good, but I definitely wouldn't call him like a VIP right now. It takes everybody to kill one of the two VIPs right now, and they just can't continue the offensive.
Yeah, if only that Prophet lived like longer, I think that fight would be different.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, she died so fast with EXO.
Yeah.
You definitely tell Bolodek's pause 3 heritage in the way he's sort of building here.
Oh, she have Axe now. Okay.
Yep. I like the
I don't
Ags.
get the. I don't really get it. I've never gotten it.
I like the Ags on DP, but I like the Ags on 3 DP. I don't really like it on any of the roles, I don't think.
Not in here. It's gonna be hard
Yeah.
like Axe.
I don't like
I
it
don't know
on
what
2
we need
DP. We're in the jungle here, all looking for Ogre Magi. I do not actually find him.
Cuddy.
Sniper.
Okay.
Sniper's got Scotty. He's getting dangerously close to Daedalus. Weaver getting close to Scotty himself.
They have the
The,
same
uh,
item.
The last few minutes have actually kind of not been great for LDR. Goodbye, big boy. Not been the best for LDR. Or Sparta, rather, as LDR has been able to climb the net worth chart. Jesus Christ, big boy, what happened, bro?
My PC collapsed.
Oh my god. Big boy, come back. I didn't mean what I said.
Yeah, he's
Somebody.
back.
Okay, there we go. Oh my god, all the models go crazy for a second. I was about to say somebody from LDR went fishing.
structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under
There's some
attack.
split going on top here. Oh no, Drow almost died with
That's for
Sapphire.
yeah,
on
almost gets solo snap ulted there. It's a little troublesome.
Has to TP out. That was actually a really dangerous TP. Luckily Sparta didn't realize how dead she was.
Yeah, that Prophet went back. Oh, never mind.
No, DP stayed at Stro, went back. Fortunately, the equilibrium is horrific for DP right here, and she's got Snapfire here who can pretty much hold her off solo.
Yep.
Snapfire could hold like 2 or 3 guys off more or less solo here. Like, just really has to die before you can entertain this idea. Unfortunately for them. I like the reflecting the Ogre Magi stuff. Definitely a better Lotus Orb on Dire than it is on Radiant, with the ability to get rid of the Drow Silence, the ability to reflect the Ogre crap.
Silence afflict thee.
Oh, Silence afflict nobody actually.
It's more for the
Oh, are
Fat
they
Man.
gonna go?
Pudge is sucking her
They're
right
looking for a
back.
go on this. Oh god.
The
Oh
Lotus
my
Orb
God.
does nothing to save Balladek, unfortunately.
DP is dead.
If DP
Bloodless
came back
the
here for
tower.
this.
They should
just
tell
down
him blood.
pushing.
Yeah. Bloodless the tower.
Yeah, definitely should. Definitely an awkward position Jackie found himself in there, but I mean, had the follow-up for it.
Weaver's here. Oh. They actually almost kind of bait there. Big Boy LaCroix pops Lotus Orb on himself right as the 2 big cores get silenced. Very unfortunate for them.
Fudge just went in. Oh.
Now he's, yeah, he's just, they're done here. They don't actually want to push this right now. They're thinking about getting Aegis first, it seems.
Yeah, they don't have BKB for both of them. They used it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Esper.
Esper just killed
Oh,
Weaver's Trade.
nice.
Man, now is going to die for it.
That's a
Yeah.
shame.
That has to stop happening. Weaver's back!
Oh,
Uh-oh!
they Slizzy got Jackie though. Sniped
got
him
sniped
downtown.
Oh,
A
this
little
is-
ironic if you think
this
about
is,
it.
This is looking a little bad.
He's
Here comes a
fine. They don't
snap wall,
catch.
just keeping it loose.
Oh,
Very awkward
I-
little
I-
fight there.
I thought he used the Exo. I forgot he has Aghanim's.
Nope. Exorcism actually is up again here. You know, that's, I said it before, and, I'll say it again. You know, it's like, you know, at the end of a level in Crash, when you haven't gotten all the boxes, like, great! But you missed 5 boxes. That's like, great! But Drow Ranger still died. You know? For LDR. That definitely needs to be a habit that you gotta get rid of, and soon. Like, if Drow keeps dying literally every fight like this, they are just not going to win. It's as simple as that.
I think it's a good fight for them. I mean, Sniper died and then
That's true.
Weaver died, right? And then bought back.
Yep, dieback.
Yep.
And hey, that's great.
It's a win
But
for LDR.
Drow still died.
Yeah,
And
that's
Drow
true.
not only still died, Drow still died before any of that happened. Drow died before the first kill in that session. In that sequence.
If only she didn't die.
Well, she didn't
That's
kill the
pretty
Weaver,
bad.
but
Well, she got Weaver, yeah.
Oh yeah, the
immediately
Weaver.
died. Immediately died. And Sniper died in a very unlucky way too, and that doesn't, like, in a way that's not saying that's like, oh yeah, you know, he's hacks. I mean, Sniper died in a way he's not going to die again in these fights, if that makes sense. Like, he's not going to let that happen to himself again. Simply put. Iceman now playing Dota 2. So to that end, you definitely can't say that's going to be like a fight with a lot of long-term effects. Though that is an
Indeed.
interesting thing that might have some long-term effects. A Butterfly and the Drow Ranger here. It's going to help her
Okay.
get some dodge in. Leveler on the Snapfire, just because things weren't going bad enough for LDR. We need to find that.
Yo, this Snapfire is huge.
Yeah.
He has BKB. What?
The Snapfire's balling. To be honest with you, in this specific situation, this isn't as bad as it looks on paper. Like, Big Boy LaCroix does not need that much money to be doing that much right now.
He doesn't want to complete the groups too.
Oh, Pudge
Okay.
just got found and caught out there.
Executed,
Silence all.
I like that's a very good way to dodge
Get ready.
the silence here on the Snapfire. Timber Saw
Really
just-
have the catch.
Yeah. Timber Saw just absolutely will not let this go. The Trickster Cloak dropped here. Oh no,
Oh.
baby. Oh no, that's theirs! Oh shit!
Yeah, it died right before Underlord TP'd out, so
Oh no, baby, that
it's
sucks.
well said.
Flashbacks to week 1 for This Is Sparta. Hey, at least it wasn't their fault this time.
Yeah, that's true. It's just bad luck.
Very bad luck, yeah. So I don't know if you saw week 1 for Sparta, Manoy, but week 1 for Sparta they left like 5 jungle items on the ground between both games.
I did.
Yeah, it was really rough. Luckily they stopped doing that. At least by on purpose, so you know. I mean, it's
I
not
only
like it was
watch
on
my-
purpose, but
I only watch my games.
damn, bro.
Yeah, that's fair. Aside from this one, yeah.
But yeah, seeing a taste of a team you never encounter otherwise. So there's LDR, Hesper's team. What do you make of them, Noy? We're sitting here 40 minutes into their second game. What do you make of them, based on what you've seen?
On LDR?
Yeah.
Or-
Don't be too mean, because Esper watches these.
Yeah, I think they have a chance. It's just a small chance, you know.
Well,
Even though what?
I mean, like, as a team overall, not, like, in this specific game.
Oh, okay. Team overall. Well, like I said before, like they're each week they're getting better and better. Yeah. I think godlike Matt is the one who's improving the team. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I said it
I think-
before on some of these cats. It's like the aha moment for LDR. Well, we'll talk about that in the post game because unfortunately we already know the fate of history. We already know. I was gonna make
Yeah.
a joke like, "Gee, these guys are getting better week over week. I sure hope they make the bracket so they can keep improving." But you know, I'll talk about that in
Yeah.
the post game moratorium.
yeah, I think they are. I think the only problem is like they don't see like what they need to do.
Yeah, they got.
Like
So, let me translate that into nerd speak, all right? So every battle, you have 3 different layers. You have the tactical layer, you have the strategic layer, and you have the battle layer. The battle layer is what's happening right
Chasing out of
now.
the pit here. Oh no.
Yep. That is
Sniper's
so
mad.
bad. That is so bad for LDR, actually. They just left Roche like half HP. They can't possibly be around here. That's where he's
Timber
gonna
will
try
not
and
let this
fight.
stand.
oh, they're
Timber
ready to
is
fight.
actually doing a very good job not letting this stand. Big look, Croy dead.
Okay. That's a start, but
Pudge dead.
sniper.
Follow deck down too. Sniper's dead, but
Ugh.
again, Drow Ranger run over to make it happen.
Esper bought back.
All the cores for LDR are coming back. Desperate to get a kill on Giraffe here. He is his dieback, but no such luck. Follow deck into Esper, going right back into the Roche pit. But yeah, as I was saying, there's 3 sort of layers. You know, there's the battle layer, there's the tactical layer, and there's the strategic layer. You know, the battle layer literally just, you know, is like your execution, basically, is your play style, right? Is your buttons, is your timings, all that. Tactical layer is like, you know, your ability to farm, your shot calling in the middle of fights, like who's a priority target, your itemization, and your, at least short-term itemization, and your strategic is, you know, the very long-term, like what's happening over the course of the game. You know, are we the early game or late game team? You know, what are we drafting? How will we use this draft? Like the really, like the top level sort of questions. And in that top level of questions, it seems, we've seen some of this both this week and the week prior, week 6. It does seem like LDR does have some issues on that strategic layer.
Good.
Really
Giraffe.
got resolved. Yeah, but good go in for Weaver there. Very consequence-free go in for Weaver there. It was very smart, but we have
Fucking
the
multi-shot.
shard up.
Oh,
Oh my god,
We have
okay.
the shard up on Drow
Rolling
Ranger in the
death
sun lane.
indeed.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
So they just took a free pair of rags for losing nobody. Timbersaw just got himself Eternal Shroud.
yeah. I think I've watched the LDR week 1 and week 2. I think that the biggest the first week and second week the problem is their draft too, right?
Right.
But like weekly and weekly they're getting better at draft.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sure hope these guys, you know, show us some great things in the weeks to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, That's a very strong first, and this is no small potatoes here either. Here, I mean, this guy. I mean, how many matches did you have to lose in a row to stay in this league? So this is a guy who knows what he's talking
Got him.
about.
Yeah.
Regeneration.
Pit Lord has finally finished his Greaves
Finally.
after all these years.
Manoy.
Who said Pudge ain't jolly? Just out of curiosity. I'd be pretty jolly if I picked this guy up, but he doesn't actually. He's actually a little worried about reprisal here, and I guess he should be. Drell with
Yeah,
DD,
they haven't
baby.
asked for
This
double
ain't
damage.
good.
Oh,
Double
God.
damage.
Pudge
Oh,
just
shit.
explodes in seconds flat. He gets bad pinged a million times. I think that might have been a dieback for him. Let's find out. Yeah, that was a dieback. That was a quick dieback too. He just bought. This ain't great for Sparta. You know, LDR has Ghosts. They have a DD on Esper pushing for the uphill. They did just lose Sliz. On the other hand, they did just also waste the Snapfire ult just completely.
Oh.
Death Prophet just gets to stay in the middle of everything and just tank as much as she wants. He's going to die.
Weaver's dead.
But Weaver. That's
Yeah,
a
he
Weaver
is.
dieback, but it's been so long, he's actually able to buy back again.
Yep.
The fight is still going. The sniper's gonna die? No.
He is so low.
Oh. Never
Big Boy
mind.
LaCroix. Goodbye. He does have buy.
Alright.
But it's a little hard to say. Much is coming out of it. They are pulling out. LDR is pulling a mass retreat. I gotta be honest. I don't know if doing all that without taking the melee racks is that worth it for LDR. They did get a bunch of buybacks though. That would have been a lot better. If
Yeah, certainly did.
they would have been a lot better if they were able to get the melee instead of the range racks there. I think needed to be a bit more confident on that. Drow picked up the Satanic here. Also has spider legs to slop in when she wants it. Drow is starting to look really tough. It's the prediction that I made at the start of the game is starting to become more and more true. You know, at this point, excuse me. At this point, the only way it seems like Sparta is going to be able to realistically win a fight is if
I wouldn't
Drow.
talk BKB for that necessarily,
Yeah.
but it's just me.
is if Drow gets hooked in. If Drow does not get hooked, there's no way they win the fight. Weaver is
Nice.
silenced,
Oh.
but not enough people around to make anything of that. Drow just farming right now.
It's nearby.
Drow not caring about Sparta invading her jungle, it seems. She probably should. There we go. She has decided to
Exit
giving-
the area.
yep.
Yeah.
She has decided that giving a damn is in fact on the menu today, and she will be eating good tonight. We're getting very close to 6 slotted as well.
Is she gonna
Seems,
finish the Hurricane Pike or
Yeah.
she's
Good
gonna build
question.
one more?
Honestly, at this point, I just kind of get rid of it and put something else in there.
Get
I
a
just don't
blink.
think,
Yeah.
just don't think it's that necessary at this point. Yep. Looks like we're getting AC on DP. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, they need armor.
Yep, getting the armor on the DP will definitely help quite a bit here. Both help keep DP alive and help the pushes here, which the pushes are very important for them at this point. I think this will be a great time for an assault engineer mentality one to be in that position. You know, this is the sort of game where like an Otto von Bismarck I think would really thrive.
Right.
Maybe a Chris who heckin' loves Peru as well. Esper isn't really that styled. It's certainly not like it's going to be suffering that much for it, at the very least. I pinged it too, buddy. I pinged it too. I'll ping it one more time. Double damage rune. Yo, Manoy, get that DD.
Hell yeah.
Quick. Esper's about to get it. Bro, come on!
That's gonna be huge.
Bro,
That
how
is
come you didn't
huge.
get that DD? I was counting on you.
They're
Another DD
looking-
at another very good time. Yeah, they're looking for picks. They're looking to try and pick somebody before
Sparta's
they actually
pretty
go uphill.
turtled.
Yeah. They're not going to be getting that anytime soon, I don't think. I don't think Sparta, like, if anybody from LDR is, like, on the map, basically, I think all of Sparta is behind T3s right now. I don't know if they can be anywhere else. Which means they're going to have to just hold their nose uphill against 5, I think.
Yep.
We're going to stop Drow from looking for Pudge. Unfortunately, has put herself into a great position for Pudge to find her.
Dire's structures
Got a
are
glyph. Second glyph goes
Oh.
down, they're done.
I don't blame them.
It's unfortunate.
Radiant's bottom tower
It's a very
is
bad
under
sign.
attack.
Starting to look increasingly like they're going to need another Roche to push this, which means they're losing the buyback cooldown on a lot of the guys. But they're actually brave enough with the snap ult down.
Yeah, they just.
But we
It's
have the
null.
hook. We have the hook.
Oh, the whirling death!
The whirling death of a lot for them there. Snap bot back. It's hard to imagine her doing anything at this point, really.
Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
Though
Radiant's bottom
Weaver
barracks
just
are
took
under attack.
bot Rax by himself,
And,
and they lost Drow.
Drow's dead. Yep.
That ain't good. Godlike Matt has finally lived up to his name.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my lord. It's gonna kill him.
Yeah, this isn't looking good.
I mean, Weaver is
Slices and
running
dices.
bottom and mid, so
Yep.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Drow actually had to buy just to stop him from doing that.
yeah.
He did successfully get the bot Rex here, which is going to buy his team some more time. I don't think they can push with that Rex down, like, anywhere else, basically. They definitely, like, LDR can afford to lose that mid-Rex. They already have, or could afford to lose that mid-Rex theoretically, but they definitely can't afford to lose that bot Rex, which they've just done. They're going to have to focus on
Yeah.
bot the rest of the game now, basically. If they leave it alone for 10 minutes, they're just going to lose. We were just going to
Yep.
TP in on them and just kill them. Oof. On one hand, that should be the moment LDR pops his champagne and says, hooray, we win. But on the other hand, Weaver just put the game back into question there, I think, in a pretty big way.
Yeah.
Especially in the light of the fact that LDR all died doing that. And Drow had to buy back as well. She's going to be down for at least 5 more minutes. Which means Sniper is going to be allowed for his cooldown to come back up. Weaver is going to be
Yep.
allowed to buy again.
They should be pushing bottom because there's like 2 deads of them. On Sparta?
They did pick up the AC here, which is good.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
that's good.
Yeah, Drow is actually going to go for. Drow's actually going to complete the pike here.
So, and we'll go for Scotty.
Yep, probably sell treads for Scotty. Which again, I don't know if I'm that down with. I think she needs, even with the pike, she's going to need more day-to-day mobility than that. Like against this lineup, like I don't know, that's a very tough trade.
Oh, Timbersaw is the top network in this
Yeah,
game.
he's balling.
He is.
Yeah. You got Blade Mill too. Ooh.
Good silence there.
Yep.
There is one
Just gonna
upside.
tear down that tower immediately.
There is one upside. They are going to have pressure, the equilibrium pressure on all the other lanes. They're going to be pigeonholed, but are going to have equilibrium pressure on the other lanes. So they can fairly freely just keep the assault going, but it's just, you know, let's just call a spade. This guy's going to have to die before LDR gets a realistic chance, probably. And that's a very dangerous game they're playing, having to do that.
Yeah, they agree with you, it seems.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
trying
That's gonna
to start cutting ways at the back.
that Roche is gonna be it's gonna be good for both teams. Like the refresher, they're gonna give it to Dead Prophet, and for Sparta, I don't know, probably Sniper.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Esper got
Great
rolled.
pudge on.
That's
great pudge
not
on
good.
Well, unfortunately,
it's okay,
they
though.
didn't
Yeah,
know
that-
what was going to happen, it seems.
The
And
snap Bolt!
The satanic. Oh, she used satanic. She didn't use the satanic.
Jackie popped off.
That's a die back. I
Yep.
think that's game.
That's looking like game, yeah.
They do have buy on the DP there. I don't know how much she's going to be able to do, but affirmative.
Yeah, affirmative.
Yeah, it's very sad dying with the Satanic and Silver Edge both off cooldown, I believe. Pudge Hook just panicked her so hard there, I think. Just rattled her so hard. And again, the prediction comes true, you know. Every fight where they hook her, she wins.
Yeah,
Or they win.
I think she just went for the what you call it, the spider legs instead of the
She
leveler.
actually has them in her inventory. She just didn't swap them in. DD
Yeah.
coming in on waiver just because things aren't bad enough.
Yeah, I mean, if
to,
she got
the
hooked,
G4s.
yeah, if she got hooked, she can use the leg to get out. So
Right.
yeah, because right now she doesn't have anything. Oh, never mind. She have a hurricane pike now.
Weaver takes mid melee Rex. Takes a mid range Rex as well. Very short order.
There's a lot of trees.
Yeah, it's a veritable forest down here. Nature's Prophet will be really happy about this. Sniper got a rapier.
Yeah.
Very ballsy.
Rapier alert, boys.
If Sniper dies once, I don't care what kind of buyback he's got, it's over. Simple as.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Weaver actually, even to this point, actually still can't beat backdoor though. It's good for them. And this is certainly bad. Bye, Weaver.
Oh, nice.
He does have buyback, so that doesn't mean that much. Got a got a snap ult in the back line there. She was going to melt Sliz, but not enough. This is very tense. Sniper figures out they're here. He can really easily just get a rampage in this pit.
Maybe, yeah.
The pattern is complete. There's only one question. Are they going to figure out their own Roshan time? Survey says absolutely not.
Just no, yeah.
Oh god, like
Timber takes the Aegis. Esper takes the
Yeah.
cheese.
that's
Oh, the
bad.
Magi is going to have to cart around the refresher orb for now. I don't think he's going to be the one using it.
Drow doesn't have buyback, right?
Nope. Let's find out actually. How long till buyback? A minute. So she will have it not long from now at least.
Yeah, look at Timber. He only needs like 60.
Yep.
And then he took the Aegis. That's bad.
Alright.
Oh, they're trying to end. Okay.
Yeah, they are trying to end.
Just straight finish it up here.
Well, they don't know the divine yet, so
Yep. Timber absolutely can't try to shoot Matt right now.
They refreshed the exorcism with the shard from Roche.
there we go. The divine.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Weaver did buy. They definitely
oh god.
They definitely didn't realize the Divine Rapier was out. At least if they did, they didn't in time. That's it. That's it, baby. And what a heartbreaker. What a heartbreaker to end the season for LDR.
It's a close game too.
Such a close
Actually-
game, but
Actually, both games are close.
yeah. Absolute heartbreaker there. Just starts off so cursed, turns around for them so well, but ends just like that. Drow does have buy, but she's actually short gold. She bought something.
What happened to Drow?
Not
She only
really
have
sure.
satanic. She have
Courier?
two
That's
That's
a
what
courier.
he's saying.
What's going on here? What's the courier, please? Oh, okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Fudge just
Oh
melts
my
in
God.
seconds. Weaver actually also.
So there's that.
Damn.
Guy like Matt has figured out what his objective of this game is now.
Yeah. That said.
But the satanic, actually not satanic. Even without satanic, Sniper's just healing to full, and the paladin sort of alone.
Yep.
Over the course of seconds.
Just keeping it loose.
Rose back.
Okay.
Likely going to have 2 lives here, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
they're
just-
they're probably waiting for 60-minute items.
yeah.
It's almost there.
It is. You're gonna see some 600 items today. Great. It's a rare one.
Certainly is this patch.
Are you excited for the next patch?
Yeah, in 6 months.
Yeah. I can't wait for,
I
can't
think
wait
the
for
the release date's like the 22nd or something of this month.
It's not far before my birthday. Happy birthday, me.
Yeah, you get a new patch.
Yeah. Marcy will finally be in captain's mode, and all the Marcy simps will rejoice.
Yeah.
And hey, we got that
Like
that Rod of
Princess.
Atos. Yeah. Princess, the biggest Marcy simp in the world.
There we go. 60-minute items.
Yep. Book of the day.
Pirate hat, nice.
Pirate out also.
Oh, pirate hat on sniper with divine.
That's mega mess up.
What's Drow has for her item? Lesser
Actually
leveler.
Holding on the leveler. Probably going to wait for T5 to cycle in, but not Arcanist armor. I gotta say, I think I would go for the Arcanist armor on Timber over the Fallen Sky here. I think somebody else could probably use that thing a little better.
Yeah, I was thinking like Drow should get the Fallen Sky so she'll have a blink.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Because anyone she falls Sky is gonna die instantly.
Right. Got a Seer Stone here.
Oh, that's good for Ogre. No, Ogre, Hoodwink. Yeah, Ogre.
Apex. An Apex, huh? That could be.
There we go.
interesting.
Apex 4 Drow.
Drow
Yeah.
cycles it right in, says thanks. Plus 70 agi. Actually doing, all said and done, actually doing almost comparative damage to
Dire's bottom
Sniper
tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
at this point. Likely doing more. if
Refresher
she,
rogue draw? Okay.
The sniper has. Damn.
Yeah,
Got scared.
Bro, Moonshard, please. People will buy anything to not buy a Moonshard, I swear to God.
Oh, Esper is going refresher.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah, just refresh BKB and silence.
Yeah, I assume.
And Satanic, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably most
Yeah,
of her
Satanic too.
scanning. Dire are scanning. Nobody at Roche. Nobody for 2 minutes anyway.
What does Weaver and Sniper has for their T6?
Sniper has picked up the Pirate Hat, as expected. Weaver has the Mirror Shield.
Oh. Well, Weaver only can repel the Ogre, right? That's it.
Believe so.
And who got who?
Goodbye, Slizzy.
Poor Sliz.
Said.
Best part is everybody had already pulled out by that point. Weaver actually just does not care about the Timber Star right now. Timber believes he's gone the wrong way.
Silence. Oh.
With a BKB, there's just no way. Yep, he's just gonna go home. Actually, did almost die from the right-click damage
Yep.
alone, but got Arcanist armor on the enemy team now as well, which Pitlord gladly scoops up, along with a Shiva's Guard just to make sure Drow's a useless one now. Well, Drow actually doesn't care quite as much about her attack speed as most people would. when BKB isn't up, but yeah, it's still pretty nasty.
Silence afflict thee.
Silence afflicts the Snapfire.
Uh,
And again, the
cornered.
lack of any CC means they can
Oh.
just freely TP out.
Yeah.
Almost.
Next fight is massive.
Right.
Timbersaw with the Basher. Let's go.
Doesn't want people TPing anymore. Tired of it.
Yeah, he's done with that nonsense.
Look at the dead here in the top lane. Shades of the Lake, great Necronomicon.
Oh, they know that draw is there. They'll get hook.
Got a funny little situation here happening at the base. Weaver actually trying
Uh,
to force base race
He's
here.
going.
Maybe my finger got twitchy.
Or knowing a respawn? LDR to this? Kinda.
Yeah, just letting Sliz try to take care of it himself.
I see another rapier in the stash here. Not in the stash, in the quick buy.
Pudge misses hook on Timbersaw and he goddamn pays for it.
Yeah.
Pudge looking very dead. Weaver takes
Weaver's still in
T4.
their base.
Weaver is ending it.
You guys.
Timber down. Ogre down.
This is a severe issue, guys.
Stun? Ogre stun?
Oh,
Dead!
Okay, okay.
But he has buyback, so it doesn't matter. Oh my god, dude. These infuriating
matter a little.
buybacks. I don't think it does. I like it really doesn't matter killing Weaver at this point unless you just completely eliminate him, you know. Oh my god, this is getting really hairy. Like he can at any point during the next push just buy an end basically.
that's true. Because he can still, lapse back into base.
What? Okay, that's a nice meme build you got there, buddy. Good luck, that's all I'm gonna say. Hoodwink with the E-blade.
That's what they build on mid. Hoodwink though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Get a bit caught up, think?
Oh, they are at the very least.
Dire's
With the
courier
Book of
has
the
been
Dead.
killed.
Oh, they got Jackie Chen's Moonshard. That is actually
Yeah, they did.
huge. Trow Ranger finally going for a Swift Blink herself. Goddamn, dude. Another LDR 9 million minute extravaganza. Pipe comes up on Big Loy LaCroix. It's going to basically, like, Timbersaw's done now. Like, he just can't do anything else. Now with that up, he just exists to soak damage and have auras on him. And, unfortunately, he's only got one, which, hey, it's better than 0. I mean, I guess he also has the Basher and the Fallen Sky, so he does have a little more to say than that, but not that much.
Yeah.
Nobody is going to accuse Timbersaw of being the world's best Basher carrier, I'm afraid. They have the 2-3 down here,
I'll
bot,
take that.
which is more than Sparta's got in their own base. Man, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Oh yeah, it's a great one. Randy, why don't you tell us a really interesting story while this is happening?
I don't have an interesting story.
Tell us
Sorry.
about a med school disease.
I don't have any. Sorry.
Well, you always have a med school disease.
I don't have any med school diseases myself, so. Yeah,
Come on,
Manoys
Randy.
are esteemed guests. Why is Manoy telling us a funny story?
Manoy, tell us a funny story while we're just waiting here.
I don't have a funny story, but
Then
I'll
make
tell
something
you.
up.
Met Obama. I'll tell you that.
You met Obama.
What?
Yeah, I went to White House and met him inside the White House.
Well, what did he say?
Clarity.
Nothing. He just congratulate me.
For?
Oh, that's my citizenship. I went my citizenship on White House.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty
Oh.
good.
Obama shows up and he's like, Manoy, I
Yeah,
presenting you with the Congressional Medal of Honor.
yeah.
For
Congratulating you.
mid gameplay in the LD2L.
For most games, sandbagged to maintain status in the LD2.
I got him.
Damn.
That one just never runs dry, dude.
I'm a nice guy. What can I tell you?
I'm just good. I'm
asked
just-
this question. Go on.
I'm just good. That's why they think I sandbag. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. I asked this question to
Desperately
Vex
believer.
last time. Who's your worst ever Dota 2 teammate random?
Me?
Yeah.
Don't say Bean. Don't say Bean. Don't say Bean. Don't say Bean.
I don't think I have one.
You
I
never
always-
tuned into a game and got a trash random?
No, I always have good teammates.
Wow.
I wonder if that's because you go mid and aren't bad at it. Like, you are just so much more likely to find who sucks on your team if you have like a bad mid.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like. I don't
Okay.
know.
Well then, in that case, I'll ask you what we asked Kid Dynamite a couple of weeks ago, right? This is FMK with all of the boss non-waifu heroes. You know what FMK means, right?
Not really.
Well, we can't see it on there, so go ahead and Google it.
Okay.
Alright, FMK, alright? Disruptor, Snapfire, and Hoodwink.
Okay. I'll F Hoodwink, I think.
Oh my god, you too?! What's
Hell
wrong
yeah.
with you people?
Yeah.
Is there a Mrs. Manoy?
There is.
Can we forward that one to Mrs. Manoy? We still have to forward KD's to Mrs. Dynamite. He said it too! Kid Dynamite
Yeah.
said it too! I can't believe this!
I'm-
This is the darkest moment in the history of our sport, ladies and
No.
gentlemen. Alright,
I think-
alright, you're going to F Hoodwink. Alright, who's the M and who's the K?
Like, I mean, because I think Hoodwink has the smoothest skin on
No,
all of them.
No. Alright. M and K, baby. Who's
Okay.
M?
I'm gonna the grandma.
Are you gonna marry Snapfire? Because you're gonna have the exact same lineup as Kid Dynamite. Actually, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So that
you
if she
mids are
dies, I'm
nuts.
just I'll just take the dragon
Yeah. You
and
mids
kill
are
Disruptor.
nuts.
Disruptor sucks. So
Damn. Yeah, it was really funny when Kid Dynamite was like, 'cause the way he put it, he was just like, well, I would marry Snapfire because she's like, she makes cookies. And then he gave it a minute and he's like, and I would kill Disruptor.
That's it.
That's all he said.
see, sounds about right.
Cheese, by the way, was still in the pit. How much
I-
was it
yeah.
longer? Only a minute longer on this Aegis, actually. They better make use of it quick.
I think everyone will
Waiver
pick it. Me and oh, never mind.
Again, they miss out on Weaver. They never seem to know which way Weaver's actually going to go. At this point, it almost really just wouldn't be a bad idea to get Gem, because they're so bad at predicting his movements.
Okay, finally, Drow has Blink.
Yep. Replaced BKB with it, probably going to not be replacing him full time, I would imagine. 43
Yeah.
seconds on this
Slots
Aegis.
it into the Aegis once that expires.
They really want this Weaver, but they can't get him.
Yep. You
Nope.
have silence. No vision.
They
Okay,
can't.
Oh,
Oh
he's
my
got
god,
him,
that's a
but-
lot. That's a lot
Unfortunately,
of
that took
damage.
so long. Guess what he's got again, baby? And so again, it really doesn't matter. They have to kill him twice. That's really the core thing here. They have to kill him twice, or else it doesn't matter.
Okay, that's good.
Sapphire is back. She has ult still, so it's not like she's going to be missing out much. Weaver back.
They still have Fortify, so that's gonna suck.
They still have Glyph. This wave is still about 1,000,000 years away. Didn't realize they would need to push it that badly, I don't think. They did kind of get a suboptimal buyback from Weaver there. Like, he probably didn't want to have to buy at that moment. They just kind of pressured him into it. Everybody is 6-slotted now. Even Ochre Magi is 6-slotted. Well, I mean, he could sell some of this crap, I think. Uh-oh.
Oh,
This could be bad,
we're slotted.
but no, but he's just gone.
Dire's
He's just
bottom
gone.
barracks
They
are
actually
under
don't have
attack.
anybody around for that.
Ogre went for Lotus Orb too.
Yep.
Interesting.
LDR being incredibly careful with this.
Well, the next fight ends the game, so I don't blame them.
Bottom barracks are under attack.
Ha, the hoodwink satanic too. When this game started, Slizzy probably never imagined he was building goddamn any of this crap. He's probably never imagined he was building Daedalus, probably never imagined he was building Satanic. But here we are.
Oh,
It went carry build.
Yeah. Only two buybacks down on the entire map. Buyback down for Weaver, buyback down for Snapfire, which is good news for
Yeah.
LDR. They just have to be able to take advantage of that.
They should force this, like, Timbersaw should just go to the fountain and then
Yeah.
draw push.
Where is Sliz going? Just top? Okay. No? Where the
No, he
hell is he
went,
going?
went base to make sure nothing silly happens.
He doesn't have mana, that's why.
Oh.
This Liz is huge.
This is
So I'm-
the highest net worth he's ever had, probably. Like, in his whole life.
Well,
He has like a
everyone is
Lambert
good.
build. Snow Midas.
I'll take that.
No one's building a site. Like,
True.
it's pretty good this game. Late game.
It's definitely something Ogre could build if
For
he's,
late game, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going Axe though.
An interesting thing is, it never seems like they're able to, even get, like necro creeps or illusions up to the racks here right now, like.
That's life against the Fed sniper with a rapier.
How many has? Still one?
And,
Being a rapier.
Swiftly now.
yep, Rapier comes in on Drow. Appears to be thinking get rid of the pike for it. No, get rid of the butterfly for it. That's very interesting. Get rid of the butterfly for it. Actually does not have the cheese in, so this is very dangerous. So this is dead. Very dead. So this will look good with an apple in his mouth.
You are dead.
Why would you
Yeah.
remove the butterfly? Like, really?
That's a good question, to be honest with you.
Should be Hurricane
Weaver
Pike.
also has a rapier. There are 3 rapiers this game, baby.
3 rapiers on play, in play, even.
Yep, on 3 different people, none of whom have dropped one yet. Oh my god. Oh god, no, dude. Please.
30 more minutes.
Yeah, just 30 more minutes.
Dire are
They're
scanning.
scanning out Roche. Roche not up for another minute. Esper actually gonna trigger it, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I think she just went in, maybe? Are they gonna think that? I don't know.
You never used the spider legs. Why it's still in her backpack?
Good question.
Force the BKB in there. So is that
Weaver riding down bot once again.
They're all. Both
Weaver
teams are
actually
scared.
forced. Yeah, they are terrified. Both teams terrified, which is bad. Because neither team is going to even take the advantages they do have, unfortunately. It's been very visible here. Like Sparta not ending earlier and when they got everybody. I think you can definitely say it is to both teams' detriment at this point. Both are terrified to end it, terrified to go down again, even when you have a situation like this where, with LDR has all the buybacks in the world. They can honestly just throw bodies away, get the
Yeah.
racks, and just buy back for it,
Yeah, because Weaver and
A
Grandma.
rack is worth about 1,000,000 times more than anybody's life right now, for sure. As long as you have buyback. And kills are happening so infrequently that you are buying back every time you die, basically. Or at
right?
least the potential is there, so... It's definitely, yeah, I agree, I concur. If you're in a match like this is probably not the ideal way to run it. And now all the Necro Creep's gonna be a big boy. Sad. See if Podge is 6 slotted. No, Podge actually has some more to go here. Roche dead again.
Okay. Aegis on DP.
And
Ag.
Magi is the only one who can get nags here.
Is Drow already have her?
Dra has her ags. We could have actually also gotten it. I think that might have actually been a little better for them in this scenario.
Yeah, because Ogre is building Ags, right?
Yeah,
He was almost there.
yeah.
What is? Oh, Ogre doesn't still have the shard. What?
Yeah, he doesn't.
There we go.
DP just going to go. My sweet sisters go. She does have Aegis. Aegis and Windwaker, but she's not going to stay even for a second.
What does-
I
yeah,
don't get it, to be
DP.
honest with you.
What's the DP shard do?
DP shard?
It's a Spirit Siphon Fear. Yeah.
That's good.
This
DP just
is-
died.
I don't know. That just did not seem like a worthwhile use of the first exorcism to me.
All right, this is the throw.
Yep.
Let's go.
This is the real
There we go.
last dance. Use the exorcism, bro. What are you waiting for? This is it. Okay. Sniper did buy. Sniper is bought. Pudge looking dead. Pudge is dead. Pudge is back. Drow's back.
Vesper's also.
Drow actually
dead.
died without having using cheese. Divine Rape, you dropped there!
Dire's ancient is under attack.
Did she sold the butterfly? What?
Both ancients are open, fellas.
She's
Pudge does not like what he found with that hook, I don't think. This is so tight. This is actually really tight for Sparta. Well, not anymore if Esper's just gonna get casually eaten by the Weaver as everybody ignores her. That ain't good. That ain't good.
she sold the butterfly. That's bad.
Yep.
Dire's
Yep.
ancient is under attack.
Get rid of the hurricane pike.
Yeah, the Hurricane Pike super did not, like, it wasn't
That-
worth buying to begin with. It did not pay off as the course of the game. That's it. That's
Yeah.
Diebacks on, like, they definitely can't not win now, right? Like, if Sparta does not win after this, I'm going to sue them. I'm going to sue Jackie Chen. If Sparta doesn't win after this, I might genuinely just cap out and seek to the end. Like, they have no excuse to not just win now. None at all.
Get a divine. There's 3 divine.
Yep.
But Lord has one of them.
Pit Lord has one. Weaver kept his. I think the other might be like in a fountain or on the ground or something. Yeah, same, bro.
Oh, is
And
that
this
the
is
door for Underlord?
yes.
It's the first time
Well,
seeing it. Just end the game. Don't worry about that guy.
well, he's
Yeah,
only
like
half
Yeah.
back in the game.
Ancient is under attack.
they got
Radiant
Glyph.
structures are fortified.
Oh,
They got Timber Saw, yes, bye. I am calm. Slizzy is ulting the wrong way. And the Ancient finally blows. And with that, the spotlight's out on Lanaya Del Rey.
Oh,
so bad.
Esper will sing no more, and her crew will find themselves out of a job once again. So, what do we say to that? We say ouch, first of all. Ouch, 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 ouch. The ball deck Death Prophet, like, didn't go anywhere. Like, it was really clear the ball deck is not comfortable on this hero. It's not, like, that's not a ball deck mainstay. And in a situation like this, I mean, I guess it was too late to matter anyway, but, yeah, the, I don't know. Just the DP picks super backfired on them, and I hate to say it on play. Baldeck really needs to spend some more time, I think, in pubs, just getting the feel of like the essentials of the hero, you know, like getting a feel on when to use exorcism, what to use it for, how long you can stay with it up for sure. Like he was constantly like I understand why because he had a really rotten start, but he was like constantly underestimating the value, like the amount of time he could stay alive, yet overestimating the value of his life. That exorcism at the end of the game, where he just refused to stay on the Rex to finish him off, even with the Aegis, was just really baffling to me, for example. Besides that, the Ogre pick, I feel like, with their lineup, just didn't click either. Pretty much just was there to buff Drow and do absolutely nothing else, and certainly wasn't going to get anything done without the Shard. I mentioned earlier, and I'll say it again, people will do anything to not buy Moon Shard, and I think Drow Ranger was doing just that with the constant inventory shuffle, just trying to find the cure. Like, the cure was to attack faster. Like, just to have something to do when your multi-shot isn't up, basically. Which isn't usually
yep.
a big concern for Drow, but it certainly was there. I think buying up the shard there would have not the shard, buying up the shard, the moon shard there would have certainly done you some good. So, yeah, um, that's really all there is to say. I do think that did reveal weakness for Sparta, which you could have probably capitalized on them had this game not happened 2 weeks ago and Sparta had not been knocked out already, in which they were very, very visibly unwilling to finish when they had the opportunity. Like, they were so close to letting it slip through their fingers. Like, it was really, really close to just letting it go away. You know, when they had all the cores down, I think they really overvalued Timbersaw here, and I think LDR kind of did too. Like, putting the Aegis on him that one life. Like, Timber's numbers suck, and even at his peak, Timbersaw at this point in the game is doing nothing for you, especially with one slot taken up by that anchor that is the ranker around his neck that is the Lotus Orb. Like if he had just one more thing there, like if he was able to build like a heart instead of that Lotus Orb, you might be saying something, but even then still hard. Still very hard to get anything. You know, if he was able to sell that and get like a sheep stick, that probably would have been very big. If he was able to get that and, you know, yeah, a lot of things. But either way, that's it for LDR. That's the end of the road for
Yeah.
them. The tour is over, and just like the real Lana Del Rey, um, Esper is now going to get sued by Radiohead and lose really badly because they're right. Esper, why
Um,
the Esper, why the hell did you just like steal creep? Why did you think you would get away with it? And why did you think that the way that you could actually do it
oh,
is by just
only Esper did that.
yeah. No. Esper is the captain of Lanaya Del Rey. They're the ones
Oh,
who got
okay.
sued. You know, like I said, it's the same thing. You stole creep, and you thought you could get away with it by putting the ripped pants song from SpongeBob halfway through it for no reason. Like, get out of here. Get out of here, Esper. See you in court. So, speaking of see you in court, now for every Manoy, you got anything to say for about the game as a whole before we move on to that?
Oh yeah, just a little bit. my takeaway on LDR, right? When they
Right?
killed the Weaver and Snapfire, then they bought back, and they were scared to push. I don't know why when they all have all buyback.
Yeah.
I think that's the game. Like if you guys die, you guys can just TP again. But if you guys kill the Weaver again, that's gonna be game.
Right.
I think. Yeah.
So, and now for the moratorium. Take a look at everybody, and we always do this in some weird order. Today we'll do this in order of when Esper realized that the person on this team was useful. So let's start off with Esper herself. Um, I'm going to be talking to you, Esper, not in the role of the pause one. I think there is something to be said for pause one. There is still some improvement to be made there, obviously, as we sort of enlighten here. Though I don't think any of those issues
Apparently
are
not
really.
according to the GG series you
Yeah.
stood in.
The there is something to be said for the pause one as well. I mean, like I said here, the itemization. I think you seem to kind of struggle on what to do exactly when it goes super late like this, which is not the best thing in the world for one. I know it's been a long time since matches have regularly gone over like 50 minutes, but um, definitely I think more familiarity with like your core and not so core like super late items would do you good here. But beyond that, I'll talk as a captain, right? And this is also going to be sort of your LDR as a whole experience as well. Um, and I will say this much: while I think Lich, the Kid Dynamite team, was most improved overall over the season, these guys are probably the silver and bronze, respectively. But either way, so there is that. So that's all I have to say about the team, really. As a captain, there was some good, there was some bad. There was some good in the way that early on in the season, I said this to your face. Early on in the season, you had a really, really bad lineup. Like the way your guys were positioned, the way everybody was loaded out, it was nightmarish. Like that first week against Baby Schlark was like the biggest massacre I think in the entire tournament. I mean, well, I guess we haven't seen the GGs and two puck game from this series yet, but you know, until we see that, it's the biggest slaughter in this entire tournament. I mean, it was just nothing but tears all around. It made you guys look like a bunch of chumps. Um, so early on, it was looking really, really, really bad. But unlike some of the other teams in this tournament, when you were confronted from that, you guys, and this is a lot of this is on you, mind. You didn't break down. You got the heads together. You said, this isn't working, do something else. And you changed. You changed how things go. You had like a LDR V2. And then that still had some flaws in it, so you had an LDR V3. And then that still had a few flaws in it, and you finally had an LDR V4, right? You know, over the course of the season, LDR was like a constantly evolving sort of entity. Every time you guys would find a flaw, you would hit it, you would fix it. And that's very good. As a captain, that sort of skill, that is very good. Um, but there is a downside to that as well. On the other side, I think while you were very good to change and be accepting with the idea of changing as radically as you possibly did, um, the I think it took too late to figure out where to go, not as a team but as individuals, right? I think it took too long for you to figure out, frankly, these guys were good. I mentioned this earlier, and I'll say it again. I think I said it a couple of times on these casts, but we're at the moratorium, so hey, I'll say what I want. There was a game you were out. I think it was like week 3 or week 4 against Lichwitter on my money. And in that week you were out, guy like Matt like went mid. He was the captain. He built a team pretty tightly around himself, and as a result, suddenly it was like, oh my god, this guy does it. This guy can do it, right? And then a couple of weeks later, you had a game where Balladek was ballin' deck, and then you were like, oh my god, this guy can do it, right? But that's like week 4, week 5, week 6. It was too slow. So on one hand, I think you definitely did good as far as a captain on that strategic layer, which is funny because as we mentioned, in the actual games you kind of had some failings on that strategic layer, but as a captain you did great on that strategic layer. But on those smaller layers, like when you're talking about in those individuals, I think you kind of it just kind of let you escaped you for a while. I think you were it's a pause one mentality, I guess. You were thinking a lot about, how do I get pause one to win and how do I get pause two to win, and not so much what can these guys really do. In my opinion, I wasn't in the LDR locker room. I don't know what was really happening, but that's really what it looked like to me. Like, it took a long time into the season to realize, hey, these guys are good, before it sort of started coming around to it, right? So, um, there is a. I do also think, like I said, that strategic layer in the games needs a second look. Like, knowing, okay, we're really late right now. We're a really late game oriented team, or we're a really early game oriented team, or we need an early pick or a late pick, like that sort of thing. I think sometimes you struggle with that as well. It's definitely also something to work on. But I can tell you this. Um, for your first time being a captain, which I believe this is, it's definitely a good showing. We've seen some captains this year on their second or third go around who had, in that leadership position, a much less successful tenure. I'm not going to name any names except for Gotham and Spaz, but but
Got him.
the yeah, for like a first time coach, and isn't she supposed to like still be in high school or something? Like, she's really young too.
I don't think so.
That's
I think
that's what I heard.
that was misinformation.
It might have been. I don't know. Either way, Esper is at least young enough to make people think that, and types like a Zoomer too. So, um, you know, Esper very young. It's a very encouraging start as far as captaining goes. If I had to make a suggestion, if you're going to be captaining again next season, look for like well, frankly, I think the best thing to do, find four people, maybe find LDR, just see if they'd be up for it. Just queue pubs in like captain's mode games or battle cup games in that captain position. Keep getting hours on the field on it. Keep trying to work on your identifying strengths. Maybe actually it would be better to that end to work with like new people, like keep cycling, but work on identifying the strengths of your teammates as quick as possible. You know, work on those few holes there, and it's like if you do that next season, you're going to be really goddamn scary as a team. Not just because you're a really good pause one, which for this league standard certainly is definitely the case. We've seen to that, but also because you've got the banner up. You're coming in General Esper, and you're rolling people over. That would be like. What do you think, Manoy? What do you think of that prospect?
Yeah, I think you're right. Just
Scary
need to
team?
practice. Uh, uh, probably. I don't know. I
Haha,
can
damn.
tell. Yeah.
So, yeah, if you were able to get that leadership, like, and this is ELD2L. If I'm sitting here saying, you need to work on your captaining skills here, but also saying, but they show a very promising start, then you're in the perfect spot if you think about it. Like, you are learning how to be a captain. The learning process is definitely happening and showing good things. So, um, even though you guys failed to find success until it was just too late to come back, I do think it's been a very good learning experience. I think it's a learning experience where you have visibly learned for it, whether perhaps you're conscious of it or not. And it's going to be definitely interesting to see an Esper team in Season 13, 14, 15, so on, based on that. So, next up, we have not a 12-year-old boy, who apparently is also supposed to be pretty young and all that. Zoomer team here on LDR. I don't know about some of the rest of the guys. I think Slizzy.
Allegedly.
I think Slizzy is a Dota boomer. But yeah, we're talking alleged here. Not a 12-year-old boy, also allegedly. Pretty young. Not a 12-year-old boy. This was their debut season, I believe. They are one of the sub 1K players. I thought that for a sub 1K player, they did all right. They're definitely still getting their handle on the game. They're definitely still finding their place. I believe not a 12-year-old is the only sub 1K player to play 3 different roles over the course of the season, right? So, to not a 12-year-old boy, you're still finding your place. You're still getting your ground, getting your footing. It's a promising start. You never blew. I don't think there's going to be a performance this game that I can point to and say that's the not a 12-year-old boy performance of a lifetime or anything like that. But there's not a game I think I could point to and say, this is where not a 12-year-old boy just felt like an idiot and died a million times. Like, you definitely have a good handle on keeping yourself alive. You have a good handle on
Consistency.
orchestrating,
Yeah.
yeah, on consistency. You have a decent handle on orchestrating the team fights too. I'm just looking side to side. Just gonna lean in here. Hey, have you tried 3? I think you might be good at that. Okay. So with that being said, um, yeah, that's about all I have to say about 12-year-old. So next up is the other person I think you kind of had the initial investment on, which is Sliz. Oh, Sliz, I weep for you, man, because yeah, same. I weep for you, Sliz, because I feel like your sort of gimmick leading up to this season is that you were like the Swiss Army knife, and then you kind of got upstaged by a guy who had your gimmick but better, which is very sad. Um, but the good news is that you found a new gimmick, and I think you leaned well into it. I think it would be good to maybe cut the losses at the mid, maybe cut the losses as to like the 5 role guy, and go all in on 4. You definitely show some very strong chops for 4, I think. You play 4 very aggressively, yet not like completely caution to the wind. There are some games where it's like if you have a bad start, you'll have a bad finish too. Like we saw the Knicks game early on in the series where you just died a million times, and there's going to need to be some sort of I think that's his game sense. I think that'll come better over time. I think that'll come you know better with more sort of games on record. Not sort of getting out of the habit of just sort of wandering into the line of fire. When you've got a clear direction on 4, and when you've got a really good 3 to work with, you definitely seem to shine very well. So I think 4 is your place. I think if you really went all in on going with these 4s, learning these 4s, getting to the point like Tennyson on the Clockwork, or, at the end of your arms is Hoodwink, at the end of your arms is like a Neeks or something, right? Especially if you can find a nice signature hero, you're going to be a tough one to stop. So I think, if nothing else, Liz, take from this, everybody except us has forgotten your week 1. You should too. Move on. 4 is your
Yeah, yeah.
place. You've found a place where you shine. Keep polishing it, and you'll have a really, really nice bright shine there. So then, a few weeks later, we figure out Godlike Matt's pretty good. Godlike Matt, exact other hand, exact opposite situation. This Swiss Army knife godlike map play that you showed us in the second half of this season, that's some spicy, strong stuff. I would say, I think if you're going to do this, I would work on my mid pool. It is notable that your mid roster is pretty shallow, but I don't think going for meta is your option here. I think what you want to do is you want to talk to Manoy and you want to ask Manoy, hey, what's a bunch of like cool utility mids I could pick up and run with? And it's going to be a lot of your pool already, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of like 3s, especially 3s from like a year or 2 ago, right? So, running a lot of utility rids, being able to suddenly pop in 3, pinch hit there, being able to potentially pinch hit in like other roles. I think that's a very strong perk. You have a very broad field, and you seem to do pretty well, pretty much whatever ball you're given. Even a situation like this is an Inspida match. Timbersaw's numbers right now suck, and this was not the best game in the world for him either. But in spite of that, look at that KDA anyway. In spite of that, like even at the end of the game when you were completely like useless, not because of your play, but just because of the hero, they were still scared of you. You won that middle game that hard, right? This is one of those in spite of games, and you pulled off a performance like this, right? Which is funny because that's usually a Sparta thing. Um, you know, you keep working on your pool, keep working on all those talents because you definitely seem to be able to keep those plates up. Lean more into that. Go all in on that. Go all in on being the Swiss Army knife man. I think you're going to be somebody that, like, if I'm a team that's not building around my mid, specifically, right? If I'm not going to be all in on that pos too, you're a great value pick because you don't lose the lane, and you can play so much and do so much in that role without necessarily having to be the star of the show. You're no, like, Annoy May, for example. I'm not going to name names, just going to use Pignat Latin there, so hopefully he never figures out who I'm talking about. There's no Inoime sort of mentality where the teams are going to be largely built around you. But if you accept that, you have a very, very good utility, like strong utility role in that place that I don't think you have. Not you personally, I don't think you have in the LD2L as a whole, outside of God like Matt, you know? It's a very interesting thing. And I think it's a bit of Wild West sort of thing too, because you don't really see a lot of people playing like that in a lot of ways, but not for like a great reason, just because it's really hard to do, right? So, like strategic reason. It's just really hard to do. So, yeah, lean into that. Keep impressing us. That's all I gotta say. Finally, Bolidek, the poor soul who kind of didn't really get seen until last.
Sad.
Buddy,
Sad.
there's something I told a lot of the threes this tournament. I think it's got to be told to you too. That voice of yours, brother, you gotta use it. When you got a hero that you don't think you're going to be able to just win the game with, you got to say, no thank you. When you've got a pick that you really, really want to reel out and deal with, speak up and say, please, you know? You don't have to be forceful. You don't have to be a dick. You don't have to quit the league when somebody tips you. Yeah, or else that'll happen, right?
Good timing.
Speaking of which,
Oh
Tybor,
god.
Tybor on the line now. He's gonna be so mad. I'm sorry, Tybor. I'm just ribbing you, bro. Oh god. Anyway, it's okay. He doesn't know he exists. That's probably fine. Um, so, yeah. You really got to speak up. It definitely feels like speaking up would have done you a load of good this season. Saying, being forward about your sort of strengths and weaknesses. It's a two-way road. It's the same thing I told Manifest Destiny when we did the NWA. It's a two-way street. You gotta calm too, right? It's very important to calm on 3. Or 2 in this light. And I will say this much. You do okay as 2. But I don't know, like, if I were you, I would really not be considering putting that as my primary role next season. I think you're better on 3 generally. I think you're definitely better on 3. Work on the pool, work on your versatility a little bit. You don't have to be God like Matt, but work on your pool of 3 and try to sharpen the edge there. And I think you'll probably be doing better for yourself, because, like, we saw some good 2 games, but it was like 2 good games that you would have done better from on 3. Really, almost. So, that's what I think. Randy, anything to add to any of these guys?
Nah, not particularly.
All right, Manoy, how about you?
No, just keep playing and then improve your skills. Pretty
Right.
much.
And if you improve too much, you could always just run a bunch of pause 5 games in ranked for no good
Nice.
reason.
Hell yeah.
One more for the road, buddy. I'm sorry, Manoy. You know we all love
Hell
you.
yeah.
Anyway, if you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg to sign up. Not yet. Sign-ups will be for a little while longer, but hey, they'll be sooner than you think. We got the grand finals, which will probably be tomorrow by the time you see this.
Yes.
Hopefully we get those uploaded on Saturday. Grand finals tomorrow. We're going to have a super secret special guest commentator that Randy totally leaked to Manoy before this started.
Yeah,
That'll be a load of fun. You can check that out on Twitch as per usual. And yeah, that's it. But before we go, as usual, we like to have a little moment. We have a moment to talk with our sponsors, right? And today's sponsor is
Doodle Bob.
Today's sponsor is a crying child. Today's sponsor is Bijiji.
Oh,
If
okay.
you or somebody you know wants to pick Jakiro in 70% or more of your games, just go to Bijiji.not a website now to sign up. Or you could also post Randy-based copy pastas in chat. With Bijiji, really the whole world is open to you. As long as the whole world is Quebec. And, yeah. Also, I think Bijiji might be my son. So, that's nepotism for you, baby. I'm shilling my kids' stuff. Go to Bijiji.not a website now to sign up. And don't forget, Bijiji.not Dot, not a website. Shout out Spagigi.